Hey, it's Adrian, and today I'm taking a look at these really beautiful looking earbuds. So these are the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 wireless earbuds with xMEMS drivers. These have dual drivers featuring a 10mm dynamic driver, and the xMEMS drivers, there's up to 24 hours of playtime, Qualcomm's adaptive ANC and aptX lossless codecs. There's an IPX5 rating, Bluetooth 5.3 wireless charging, and these are super lightweight, comfy, and they look amazing as well. Now that's a pretty fantastic feature set, and these look just so beautiful. However, there's one thing missing from these that's a bit surprising to me, so let's take a closer look at how well they perform, and a big thanks to Creative for sending these out for review. In the box, we have the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 charging case, the earbuds, a bunch of additional ear tip sizes, USB-A to Type-C cable, and manual. So the design on the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 case is one of the nicest and most beautiful I've seen on any type of earbud, and I've reviewed a bunch so far. So you can see is this type of translucent material. You can see kind of the stem housing for the earbuds. Looks pretty modern and futuristic. And then we have the Aurvana writing there. On the very bottom, we have an LED indicator light. Let me just open that up to show the light. USB Type-C charging port, and a button to help with pairing and resetting. And then we have some information on the back here with a sticker. And then here's a top view as well. Like, just take a look at that. This is just really beautiful. They've really hit it out of the park with this, and other earbud brands really need to step up. So each earbud comes in at around 4 to 5 grams, and then with the case together, it's about 47 grams, so fairly lightweight. In terms of removing the earbuds, you can see it's pretty easy to just grip them. That's what it looks like on the inside, very reflective with this kind of copper-like type of color. And the magnets are strong enough on here so that you could just, kind of hold it upside down. It doesn't go anywhere. So let me just grab those out again. And let's take a closer look at the earbuds themselves. So that's the speaker grill, again carrying through that type of copper, shimmering metallic look. We have the metal charging contacts at the bottom, and then various microphone openings for the environmental noise cancellation. And there's also LED indicator lights on the side, and this perforated type of grill at the top, just really sharp, and you can see through at the design of whatever's going on the earbuds. And anytime you have this type of translucent or see-through look, there's not really a lot of room for mistakes or kind of ugliness or shortcuts. So yeah, they've really done a fantastic job with the design. There's also some cutout holes on the side of the case if you want to run a lanyard loop. Here's a quick look at some of the specs. Feel free to pause or jump ahead to the next section. I'll pair the Aurvana Ace 2 earbuds to my phone right now, so I'll just hit scan. And I could see that the LED indicator lights are flashing blue and red, so it's probably in pairing mode. Go ahead, hit Aurvana Ace 2, pair. And I'll just go up, and I could see it's connected with 70% battery remaining. Now I can additionally go into the options here, and I can see I have the option to turn on LE audio as well. I'll repeat the same process to connect it to my second phone, since we do have multi-point functionality on here. So I'll go ahead and hit scan, and I could see it pop up right there. So Aurvana Ace 2, and I did turn Bluetooth off on my first phone just to go through this multi-point pairing. So I'll hit pair. And I can see that it's connected to my phone. I'll go ahead, turn Bluetooth on my second phone, tap on it, and I can see it's simultaneously connected to both phones for multi-point. So the next time I open the earbuds up, I'll see it simultaneously connect to both phones. And of course, you could connect it to a phone and a laptop instead of two phones, or a phone and a tablet. Here's a demo of multi-point. So I'll start playing music on my first phone, and you can hear that audio coming through. Now, if I press play on my second phone, it's not gonna switch the audio automatically. It still keeps playing on the first phone, but once I pause this, hit play, then it's gonna kick the audio over from the second phone. So if you have this connected to a phone and a laptop, just keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the settings in the Creative app. So at a glance, I could see the battery life for both earbuds. I could go into equalizer, and there's a drop down, and I could choose between these other equalizers if I like, and I can also go ahead and manually modify equalizers as well, but let me put that back to the default. Under ambient control, you could set it to just off, so you listen in normal mode, or to the ambient mode, or adaptive active noise cancellation. Under custom buttons, this is where you can remap the controls. So you can see left and right, a double tap will activate the ambient control, right will play or pause, and then a triple tap on the left will do voice assistant, and right next track, and then volume up and down for a long tap. And if I tap into these are the available options. Now, something to note is that for the long tap, you are limited to volume up or down. That's not preferable for me. I usually like having a single tap for, volume up or down. So yeah, you do have some control, but not full control. We can also go into the full settings here, and we can enable low latency mode. And this is if you're going to be using these for gaming. You can also turn the audio prompts on or off, if you find them a little bit kind of intrusive when you're listening to music. You can also update the firmware, which I've already done. Touch controls are very responsive, so a double tap on the right will pause or resume music playback. If you long press on the right one, it will increase the volume. And you can see if I hold it down, it keeps climbing. And then if I long press on the left, it's going to decrease the volume and it's going to keep going down. Now a triple tap on the right one will go ahead and jump to the next track. And let me just jump into the ambient control. Now if I go ahead and do a double tap on the left earbud, it's going to switch between the different modes and ambient control, and then a triple tap will activate the voice assistant. So these are the second pair of earbuds that I've reviewed with the xMEMS drivers, and that also have a dual driver layout or dual driver setup. And there's something to that setup. It really does work, and you really are treated to a nice listening experience. Bass delivery on here is nice and clean, so you get that bass kick with the right amount of bass decay. So yeah, these are tuned just so well, so you get that nice enjoyable trail off. Mids and highs also come through nice and clear and with great clarity, and that's just one of the benefits of these dual driver setups. You have one driver just focusing on bass delivery and the other for mids and highs. So yeah, that combination and just the tuning makes these just overall well balanced and just an enjoyable listening experience regardless of the type of music you're going to be listening to. I listen to these with the Bluetooth LE audio option enabled, which is supposed to deliver the best possible sound out of these. And yeah, you could definitely tell once that option is enabled. And there's definitely something with the xMEMS drivers. These are the second pair that I've reviewed with xMEMS drivers, and if you're considering checking it out or if you've been hearing about it, definitely pick these up. These are a great option if you want to experience exactly what that kind of dual combination sounds like. The ANC performance is pretty good on here. It's going to do a good job with lower frequency noises, but high frequencies will make its way through, especially if you're listening at lower volumes. The ambient mode does work really good on these, but one thing that I wish that it had was a wind reduction mode. I did use these on a couple of windy days. Some of that wind noise was making its way through, and it did impact my listening experience. Here's an example of what microphone audio sounds like coming out of the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 wireless earbuds. I'm in a very quiet room with little to no ambient noise. I'm now going to play very loud background noise to show how the microphones handle it. Here's an example of what microphone audio sounds like coming out of the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 wireless earbuds with very loud background noise. The gaming performance is fantastic on here. If you listen with the LE audio option, there's virtually zero latency. Battery life on these is rated for up to 6 hours without ANC and 4 hours with ANC. And then if you add in the case, it's 24 hours without ANC or 16 hours with ANC. Now, I did test these out. I listened to these at around 65% volume with ANC turned on, and I had the LE audio option turned on in the Bluetooth settings, and I got 5 hours out of these. So you can get a little bit more than the rated 4. So the battery life is a little bit on the lower end when you look at other offerings, but at the same time, these are powering dual drivers and they are staying lightweight at the same time. Now, when the battery life does go down, you do have the option to charge them for 10 minutes, and that's going to give you an hour of playtime. And the case can be recharged by USB Type-C cable or wireless charging, which is pretty convenient. And if you're in a pinch, you can prolong the battery life a little bit more by listening to one earbud while the other one stays charged in the case. So let's talk about that missing feature I mentioned at the start of the video, which is kind of surprising to me. So I'm listening to music, I take the earbud off, and the music keeps playing. So there's no smart ear or in-ear wearing detection on these. So if that's a feature you definitely need, you're gonna have to skip these. So can I recommend the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 wireless ANC earbuds? If your first priority is sound performance, these are an easy recommendation. That dual driver setup, especially with the xMEMS drivers. You also get great features such as Multipoint and IPX5 rating, Bluetooth 5.3 wireless charging, all in a compact and lightweight earbud. So if you're interested in picking up the Creative Aurvana Ace 2 wireless earbuds, I'm going to leave some links down below for you to learn more or to pick one up for yourself. And if you found this video helpful, please consider checking out some of my other headphone and earbud reviews. I review a bunch of different type of models. I also review a bunch of different tech on this channel, so I'm sure you'll find something you like. And if I can ask a huge favor, would you mind liking and subscribing? It truly does help me out as a growing channel, and I really do appreciate your support. But I'll see you in the next one soon.